Yes, they expanded it, and this summer I'm going to be the inclusion director broadly. So any kid who needs, or staff member actually, who needs just a little bit of, like not a full one-on-one, but just a little bit of support to be able to be successful at camp, whether that is a kid who is a racial minority, or a kid who is queer or trans, or a kid who has diabetes, or whatever it is. Yeah, something that, you know, they need just a little bit of support to have a great summer. That's my job.
We've had Sam, yeah. This is Matt. Stephen Tracy.
Aww.
You can come up and see him.
I can see a little bit. Is he a cabin? Oh, he's a cutie.
So we go for, it's a little less than a month. It's 3 spots. It's second session. And it's glorious because our kids, who we adore, are in cabins the whole time. And
Ooh.
and it's like the perfect combination of our children.
Good. can't be a turtleneck? Long, okay, long sleeve collared shirt, black.
Right, exactly. Like I have a sorry.
Wait. A llama cow, okay.
I have llama pajama. Oh my gosh. There's also love and life fit as well.
Llama
Sweatshirts
cow,
like that.
llama cow.
This fits so well and it's so cute. Like sometimes like I find sweatshirts really itchy. This one didn't suck. So I got it. I have another shirt that says Happy Holidays. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that was on the sale rack and I texted my mom immediately. There are several. Should I like get a bunch of them? Well, but like I got. Well, that's what I was saying is that like because we like try to like match every year on Hanukkah. I get several like they're extra smalls and they're smalls and like not without me being so I just have the llama. The other thing is that I am planning that to try
Or Leo and Nibbles. Or Leo and Nibbles. Who are Leo and Nibbles?
Whoa. Yeah, da, da. Oh, you didn't have to get quiet quite yet. It was.
Are you all okay? You're so quiet.
Yeah, be less respectful, people. It's really.
We're not used to this.
Yeah, be loud.
Shabbat Shalom. So I brought one of my favorite Sidurim. It's Sidur HaKohenet. It just came out, and I thought I would begin with one of the poems inside of it. It's called Here I Come. Here I come, all of me, all of my love, passion, anger, and desire, all of my wisdom, tenderness, and hope, my blood, belly, my bones, bruises, and blessings. Here I come through the leaves, rustling and glowing. Here I come walking on my feet, on my path endurance embodied. Here I come breathing towards you. Here I come steeped in song, carrying nothing except that which carries me. Here I come. All of my impatience for myself and the world, all of my longing and laughter, soup and celebration. Here I come, all of me. Welcome me. Love me in all of the ways that you know how to love, in all of the ways that you have ever been loved. Here I am, all of me. Hear me. Embrace me, all of me. All song, all whirlwind, all roots. So let's take a moment to wish the people around you a Shabbat Shalom, and if you don't know them, introduce yourself.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Ashalem.
Page 6.
Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachi Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Boechem Leshalom, Malachi Ashalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachi Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni Leshalom, Malachi Ashalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachi Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zechem Leshalom, Malachi Ashalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachi Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharet, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachi Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Well, good Shabbos, everyone. One of my favorite parts of Shabbat is the way that it changes throughout the year. The Jewish calendar and observing a Jewish life really force us to be in touch with the revolutions of the world. Not the sort of revolutions we wish we could have, but you know, the way that the world revolves, the way that the world keeps turning. Shabbos is different. Shabbos is different when it begins, when sundown begins later and later. Shabbos is different when it comes in, like in December, so early. It feels different being here welcoming Shabbos while it is still light outside, while it's in the 70s. Oh my God. And
We like it.
And while there are flowers on the trees. My favorite time of year in St. Louis, when there are flowers on the trees. So, along with that newness, along with that new beginning, along with that sense of the possibility, we will light these candles. So I'm going to invite up Lucas, I'm going to invite up Zohar, and you can bring up Jamie if you'd like, and your almost father-in-law if you'd like. To celebrate one of the newest Jews in our whole world. It's a treat to have you in our community here at CRC. We will miss you all as you head on to other cities and other worlds, but know that you always carry the blessing of this place with you. Invite everyone to bring in this light, page 5. Oh, go for it.
Go for it.
We bring in the light, Tradition says we bring it in ourselves at least 3 times. Sometimes we need more than 3. Close our eyes, knowing that the light is there even when we can't see it. Try to live lives so that the way that we will be remembered when we are long gone is better than the way we remember the author of this poem. If I can make Karen laugh, that's all that matters.
Just kind of wondering where you're going with this.
Shlomo Halevi, hundreds of years ago, one of the mystics of that mountain town of Tzfat. He would go out as the light was going down, as Shabbos was coming in. He'd imagine it as a wedding, a cosmic wedding when the dualities of the world that separate us merge together b'dibur echad into oneness. But he was someone with an ego, and he wanted to make sure we would remember who wrote this poem. So what he did was he made sure that at the beginning of each verse, the first letter spelled out his name. Shlomo Halevi. But here at CRC, as in many Reformed congregations, we don't do all of the verses. So instead of Shlomo Halevi, if you look, we have Shlub. Like I said, we hope to be remembered better than this schlub. Page 8, we greet Shabbos like a bride coming in. We greet Shabbos like a new world that is waiting for us to grasp. Ya la 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 lecha dodi.
Page 8.
Ya la 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 likraskala, ya 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 ya. Ya la 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 B'nai Shabbat nika abela. Shamo v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmi'anu el am yuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem u'tiferet v'litchila yayrei yalalala lecha dodi yayrei yalalala likraskala yalalala b'nei Shabbat Shabbat nika habela. Top of page 9. Li Shabbat, לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. Shabbat Kabbalat התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי שדברי כבוד אדוני לך נגלה Turn towards the entrance as we welcome Shabbos coming in. We welcome a change in the universe. We reach for the world that could be. Boi v'shalom, Ateret bala, Gam b'simcha ובצהלה תוך אמונה עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה יאללה לה 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 לקדותי יאללה לה 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 לקראת סקלה Shabbat Kabbalat Yalla la 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 Chadodi Yalla la 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 Likras Kala Yalla la 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 B'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat
We are going to remain standing, but you can turn back around as we continue with the Baruch Hu and call each other to prayer on page 11. Hamevor As the sun sinks and the colors of the day turn, we offer a blessing for the twilight. For twilight is neither day nor night, but in between. We are all twilight people. We can never be fully labeled or defined. We are many identities and loves, many genders and none. We are in between roles, at the intersection of histories, or between place and place. We are crisscross paths of memory and destination, streaks of light swirled together. We are neither day nor night. We are both, neither and all. Page 12.
The bottom of the page. Baruch atah Adonai Amari Aravim Baruch atah Adonai Amari Reb Zalman Schechter Shlomi, founder of Jewish Renewal Movement, a man who went away to Dharamsala, India to meet with the Dalai Lama to discover his Judaism all over again. A Rebbe to Rabbi Randy, who taught at the Jack Kerouac School for Disembodied Poetics. The Jack Kerouac School for Disembodied Poetics. I don't understand what that is, but I want to go there.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
He said, when you look out at a field of grass, there's a field. There is an essence that makes that field unique, that is somehow different than each of the blades, different than the sum of its parts. That the field itself has an angel, urging it to grow. So too, he said, do each of us have an angel, urging us to grow. When we back away, all of creation, the totality of it all, different than the sum of its parts. This, Reb Zalman says, this is what we mean by God urging us to grow. Take a moment to close our eyes, to shut out the separation. It's your custom to be seated or to stand or to lay down or to do yoga. I invite you to do so. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai You're standing, you may be seated. Page 16. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibat bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha u'ksartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafo b'neinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'hisharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם Adonai Elohechem Emet.
We turn to page 18 for Micha Mocha, our song of freedom. And with Passover coming very quickly in a couple weeks, I think we feel this moment approaching. This is called We Are Writing. We are writing each other's freedom stories, riding the waves toward true selves. We are writing each other's freedom stories, planting the seeds of holiness. We are seeking wholeness. We are breaking hearts. We are shards of light. We are sacred dark. We are writing each other's healing stories, cresting the waves of sovereignty. We are writing each other's resistance stories, tending the trees of divinity. We are seeking wholeness. We are breaking hearts. We are shards of light. We are sacred dark.
Gal Yisrael, thinking this morning, Ellen and I were talking about that article that Ben Hockman did about Randy's Hashkivenu. Folks remember that? If not, go Google it after Shabbat and find it and read it.
I think it's framed in Rabbi Randy's office.
Thinking of the ways that Randy's Hashkivenu was a light in those early days of the pandemic. Feeling that maybe even if we couldn't see it, maybe especially when we couldn't see it, that there was still light waiting to shine. This is Hashkivenu. A reminder that no matter how dark it seems, there's always a candle waiting to be lit.
Page 20.
There's always a Shabbos waiting to come. There's always goodness waiting to be redeemed. Page 20. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom Hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom Hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim. Allow us to lie and rise in peace. Shalom. Allow us to lie and rise in peace. Shalom. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim. Ufros aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot Shlomecha. Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha, and cover over us tonight with a Sukkot Shalom, a shelter of peace for you, for those you love. A Sukkot Shalom for all creation, over over all creation, over all creation. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Hamidenu Shomrenu lechaim. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Hamidenu Shomrenu lechaim. Hamidenu Shomrenu lechaim. Hamidenu Shomrenu lechaim.
We turn to page 23, and we ready ourselves for prayer. Call forth a moment of earth, wood, stone, and soil. Call forth a moment of water, ocean, stream, rain. Call forth a moment of air, wind, song, and breath. Call forth a moment of fire, candle, sun, and lightning. Let these moments ground you as you open your heart to pray. Please rise as you are able as we enter into prayer with Adonai Sifatai on page 23.
Adonai Sifatai Tiftach Ufi Agit Tehilatecha. 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 Take a moment for private prayer. You may be seated when you are done.
We end on page 32.
page 31. Olam chesed yipaneh, yadadai, yadadai. 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 I will build this world from love. Yadadai, yadadai. And you must build this world from love. Yadadai, yadadai. And if we build this world from love, yadadai, yadadai, then God will build this world from love. Yadadai, yadadai. Olam chesed yipaneh, yadadai, yadadai.
Take one more moment for private prayer.
We turn to page 34 for Misha Barach, a blessing of healing. For any kind of healing, anybody that you're thinking of that needs some extra blessing and some extra love. If you're thinking of someone and you want to share their name with our community, I'd love to invite you to do so. And then we will share community names a little later on. Karen. For you. Oh, for all of those people, Karen, thank you for saying their names. Yeah, Kathy. Oh, sending blessings. Thank you. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, sending blessings to them. Thanks for mentioning them. Yeah, Carrie. Oh, so sorry to hear that. Thanks for saying them. Did I miss any? Randy Kaplan. Thanks, Bren. Michael, are there any names from the stream?
Yes, we're praying for Amitai and Jacob Beniso, and Matt Braun and Batya Abramson Goldstein.
Thank you.
Misheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Ve'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
We are sending healing prayers to Marilyn Weiss, Phil Hilltop, Teresa Alafros, Richard West, Lori Schmidt, Travis Brown, Vicky Wegner, Kiki Chow, Michal Bat Zacharia Varicha, Honore Allen, Reverend Barbie Click, Robert Avery, Matt Braun, Jane Grady, Sister Carla May Streeter, Ruth Mascow, Anna Navarro, Alan Leibowitz, Sphira Bagadi Dovasara, Jeff Raffleson, Vicky Freeman, Michael DePlacido, Steve Arnold, although we are very grateful you were here with us this evening, Colony Chapel, Maggie Bradford, Jordan Cronemer, Drew Patchen, Robert Shepard, and Meredith Berkowitz.
Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha ve'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit,
And let us say,
We end with the words in the middle of page 34 that seals this blessing. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. Blessed are you, Holy Presence in our universe, who enables us to bring healing to those who need it the most.
Say amen. So just a few quick words of Torah. We have the very end of the book of Exodus this week. Parshat Pikudei. And if you only heard that we are at the end of the book of Exodus, you might think that this is a chapter, this is a sugya, this is a parsha full of action and plot, and you would be wrong. We have in this week's Torah portion instead the story of the receipts from the building of the Mishkan, the building of the tabernacle. We begin with the receipts. Then we are told how to construct it. Then we are told step by step how to put it together. And then we are told step by step how Moses put it together. The rabbis ask the question of why would we tell this story now? Why would this come at the end of Exodus? Why would this come right after Ki Tisa? Why would it come right after the building of the golden calf? The golden calf is the closest that we get in Judaism to an idea like original sin. The golden calf is the consummate moment of awfulness in Jewish tradition of moral degradation of the lowest of the low, of the worst that humanity has to offer. Why do we tell this story, the rabbis ask, right after the golden calf? Because it's how we have to respond. It is how we are called to respond to a world that feels broken, to a world that is scary, to a world that feels like it is moving in the wrong direction. And oh my God, it feels like the world is moving in the wrong direction. And so what do we do? What do we do? What does our tradition call for us to do at moments like this? To begin to build again. We're not ready for the temple. We're not ready for structures that are permanent. But instead, we begin to build those temporary shelters, like the Mishkan, the shelters for our community, the shelters for those around us, shelters that within we can once again begin to redeem those sparks of holiness. And so let us commit to this in our personal lives and in our interpersonal lives, in our political world, and in the world of civil rights. Let us not worry too much about not being able to build the temple. And let us instead begin to build the Mishkan. Shabbat Shalom. Invite folks as you are able to rise on page 38 for the words of Aleinu. This image of the way that the world could be, the way that the world should be. That begins by saying it is Aleinu, it is upon us to do. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tekidu la'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gohor aleinu k'cho hamonam, ve'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומשה ויקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו, אין עוד, אמת מלכנו, אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated.
At the very end of our service, we take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us. This is called For a Hero. Gone, a hero is gone into the vast void of eternity, leaving only memories and deeds for our full and grieving hearts. How clearly we remember acts of courage and honor that our beloved person achieved to repair the world. The light is now dimming, but the changes wrought shape and strengthen our lives, and we will not forget. If you are observing a yard site or remembering somebody and you'd like to share their name, I invite you to please rise or put your hand up so we can hear the names. For your mom, you had an amazing mother. We remember her with you, and we think about her often. What an amazing person.
What a light for justice in this world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
For my mother who died 2 years ago.
For your mom, may your memory be a blessing. Harvey, Jane? Mm-hmm.
For my good friend Jane Cobb.
For your good friend. Thanks for saying her name. Steve?
So we had a very tragic loss in our neighborhood this past week. A young man, 36 years old, was killed on the I-70 exit ramp to the airport.
Oh, so
And
sorry.
It was our next door neighbor's son, Jared Neely. So I'm standing for Jared, who was hit by a car.
Thank you. Thanks for remembering him. Kathy?
My dad and who died on Friday, and my mom who died 3 days later on Monday.
Oh, wow. Remembering them with you. Thanks, Kathy. Carrie?
It'll be about 3 years in April. My father's first name.
For your dad. He was also a wonderful person. He really was. Very funny. May his memory be a blessing. Sarah? Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for saying their names. Yeah. For your sister and your friend, thanks for being here. For your husband and for your dad. May his memory continue to be a blessing for all of you. Thanks for being here to remember him. Leslie?
Sharon, for Rhonda, and for Max, who was Stephen Teresa's beloved kitty cat.
Thank you. We have a lot of wonderful people to remember this evening. Did I get everybody in here? Michael, are there names you want to add?
Yes, we're remembering Ellen Sherman, Sharon Hollander, Mickey Rosen, Charlie and baby Benicio, Shula and Judith Sasson, Dexter Cohn, Max, Edward Lee Brown, and I'm remembering my grandmother, Susan Koppelman.
Thanks, Michael. Remembering all of those. And we remember those we've lost this past year. Stephen Spiegelglass and Sharon Hollander, and Ellie Dubinsky and Roy Hinderleiter. We remember Trudy Vogel and Zach Wagman and Bob Duffy and Ellen Sherman. We remember Bonnie Bunny Shopper and Lois Alper and Kenneth Bach and Edward Bach, Charles Tobolowski and Vivian Eveloff, Emmanuel Bender and Sam Fox, Molly Ann Portman and Gerald Siegel, Sammy Schaas and Susan Koppelman, Jill Petzal and Bette Miller, Sherry Fox and Morris Tamsky, Marilyn Schreier, Ron Kramer, Dr. Eduardo Slatopolsky, Eleanor Simpson, Gary Sewell, and Ann-Lee Frank, and Rhonda Banford, and Ralph Wafer. And those who are observing, we are remembering them, their yard sites who have passed away in years past. We remember Andrew Fishman and Barbara Woodruff, Betty Barton and Claude Moses, Frida Stetton and Natalie Riven, and Sharon Cohen, Albert Fleischer, who's Rabbi Randy's grandfather, Eleanor Collinger, and Esther Lewin, and Joanne Kerman, and Madeline Platker, Phil Seitman, and Rodka Waller, and Robert Koski. Remember Robert Gleiner, and Sheldon Kaplan, and Dexter Cohn, and Eva Poteat, Minnie Novison, Bernard Weinbach, John Thornton, and Martin Rosen, Patricia Levine, Joan Klein, Marilyn Wolf, Harry Multock, Michael Kiernan, and Stella Goldstein. If it is your custom to do so, I ask that you please rise for Mourners Kaddish to be one with our mourners and support them. The Kaddish Tome is on page 41. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma Divra Chute V'yamlich Malchute B'chayechon Uvyomechon Uvchaye Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala Uvizman Kariv V'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mivarach Leolam Ulamei Almaya Yitvarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitaleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekudisha Berichu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Da'amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'imromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel V'imru Amen.
Oh, say shalom b'mromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Zichronam livracha, may the memories of all of those that we miss be a blessing in our lives. And let us say,
Amen.
Amen. Everyone can be seated for just a moment for the sacred task of announcements. Join us tomorrow morning at 9:30 for family services and 10 o'clock for Shabbat morning services. After services, if you'd like to help us plan the holidays, our religious events committee, that we still have not come up with a better name for this committee, join us after services at about noon in our office for that. Yeah, please.
So I have an announcement on behalf of the Refugee Resettlement Committee. 2 weeks ago, with one of the biggest Hail Mary passes I've ever seen, and a lot of hard work, we welcomed a family of 6 people from Afghanistan. Hayes is trying to move as many people out of Afghanistan before the final travel ban goes down. The parents are starting ESL on Monday, and we are in need of drivers. If anybody can help, it's about a 30-minute ride one way. I'll be out in the Oneg. If you want to give me your name, I will pass it on to Helen Petty. This group is doing such amazing work, and we really need your support to help the new family. So thank you.
Thanks, Karen.
Yes. I'm sorry. It's Monday through Thursdays. Classes start at 9 and end at noon. And they are out actually in like Maryland Heights area. Am I right about that, Jimmy? Bridgeton. So
was there today.
Okay. But if anybody, and you could do like one way, you could do both ways, you could do it just once, you could do it, so, but we would love your help. Thank you. Where are they going? It's programmed through Parkway, Parkway School District CSL program, but their location is at a church. Yeah.
So I think one of the great frustrations of being an American Jew is just how little power and control we have to make things better in Israel and in Palestine. But we have a way that you can do something to make things better. There's something called the World Zionist Congress, if you haven't heard about this. Every Jew in the world gets to vote, and it distributes all sorts of funds. I mean, huge amounts of funds in various directions. And this is a concrete way that we can make sure that our values influence what is going on over there. Values of religious pluralism, values of protecting innocent lives, values of peace over war, values of a perspective that say that all of the lives between the river and the sea matter and deserve to be protected. So, if you can find a paper ballot here, we have them, or you can go online and vote also. I believe it costs $5 to vote, as sort of a way of proving. I don't actually know why they charge $5 to vote, but okay. But this is genuinely a concrete way that you can make a difference and project our values over there. So CRC rabbis in our community recommends two. It says one, but I'm going to go ahead and make two different recommendations for folks to vote for. There is the Reform slate. They do great work, represent our values really well. There's another slate known as the Hatikva slate that is put together by all sorts of progressive groups like Trua, Rabbis for Human Rights, and groups like that. I will probably be voting for Hatikva slate, I think. I haven't decided totally yet. But it's an important way that we can make sure that our values can be reflected. CRC is going to Cabaret. That was quite a transition between topics right there. Be in touch with Dan Wofsy if you would like to go see Cabaret with CRC friends. There's a pizza party on Sunday at Incredible Pizza for middle schoolers.
Hold on 1 second.
Leslie?
Unless you have tickets already, it's tomorrow night. They're sold out.
It's too late. Don't be in touch with Dan
But you can meet us
Wofsy.
at dinner. If you want to hear about the dinner afterwards, come see me afterwards.
And you can
There-
come next time. There will be other opportunities.
They've extended the dates
They have.
because everything's sold out, so they've extended it, I think, to the April 13th. New Jewish Theater, ask me, I'll explain it.
We have still spots for second night Seder at CRC. This is April 13th, I believe. I think that's right. So if you'd like to be with our community for second night Seder with Rabbi Randy, sign up on the website. It says that April 1st is the deadline for signing up so we can make sure that food is ordered. Speaking of April 1st, this coming Tuesday, here at CRC at 7 o'clock, we are going to have Trans Day of Visibility. At this moment, when the world is trying to deny the existence of trans and gender nonconforming people, CRC is partnering with MCC, the local queer church, to stand up and make sure that trans folks are visible and that trans pride and queer pride emanates from this building. So join us Tuesday, 7 o'clock for Trans Day of Visibility. The last announcement that I have is, it will be here, yep. The last announcement is that next Shabbat, all three of us are going to be out of town. Karen and I are going to be in DC with the 9th graders, and Rabbi Randy is going to be in New York with the 10th graders. So Rabbi Dale will be here leading services. On Saturday morning. And actually, I shouldn't even say this because it's just going to disappoint people, but there was a while where Rabbi Ed was going to fly in and do the music with Rabbi Dale, which, oh my God, I wanted to skip DC so I could be here for that. That didn't end up working out, but join Rabbi Dale next Shabbat morning. Any crowdsourced announcements? Michael. Yeah, Trans Day Visibility will not be streamed.
Thank you to Leslie and Bren for our music, and we hope you'll stay for dinner.
Yeah, there's potluck, and if you didn't bring potluck, as we say, it's schnorluck, so come and schnorr.
But please stay. Either way, we'd love to dine with everyone.
Let's give each other a blessing.
This microphone's like really in the way. You got it, Leslie?
Yivirechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and grant you new beginnings.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May we take some of the light that we can feel from each other and hold it inside for when we need it and refract it out into this world that needs it so desperately. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
And above all else, may we be blessed with the gift of peace, more peace in our hearts, our homes, our communities, and our world.
And we say,
Amen.
Amen. Shabbat shalom.